Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. In the last episode we went through the Hanging Sepulchres and completed the quest there for both Ferrante and the High Priest of Berath here in Nekataka. What we're going to do now is go back to Dunnage and take care of some quests there. While we're there, we'll probably head and do a few extra bounties if we can. The first thing I do want to do really quickly is check for the bounties here. There's a person here
Get your supplies here.
that we can talk to. This person right here.
Hunter, do you come to serve your coin bond?
Okay, so we already have this bounty, but if you do need the bounties, you can talk to this person here, Okuru, and you're able to get the bounties that from her. So let's head out of town now. What's the fastest way out of town? This way, I think. Alright, so we can head by sea. 4 hours to exit the city. Going the long way. Okay, before we go, I do want to make sure I have supplies. I just need to refill. Yeah, we're down a lot of medical supplies. There we go. Alright, so we do have our bounties. We have the Siwa. Where is she at? She is in south of Soyoka. Soyoka is the island we went to. Yeah, so this, she is Deadfire, or she's she is a Rautai, right? She's Rautai, right there. So she's pretty much near that area. Okay. Let's head there. We'll hit some bounties up before we head back to into Dunnage. Oh, what is this? Wilda. What? Unaffiliated ship. The Goshak. Why'd they attack me? Do I have like a specific sail on? I have my sail. Watcher of Deerwood. Okay. We could fight them too. Let's do that. Let's just fight them. Yeah, who cares? She's our level. Oh, this is the place we needed to go. Okay, so this is a part of the Rauatai's quest line. We need to talk to them and get the supplies and bring it back for Rauatai. This is a quest we already have. I was wondering why they were chasing me. A long, sleek ship rides low in the water, its crew protectively around a cluster of crates positioned on the main deck. A woman saunters across the deck, her roughly chopped hair swinging with her stride.
We said or not, Perrin.
She hangs her fists against one of the crates. The dwarven man standing near her flinches as though she'd hit him.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
He rolls his eyes skyward. She cackles and thumps him on the back. He staggers forward and shoots her a venomous glare.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price.
Turns her attention to you, eyes gleaming. Perrin follows her gaze.
We've had some complications. The price has doubled.
Do you know who I'm representing? Wood is a little too fast to respond, almost as if she's trying to stop you from saying more.
I know they've got the cash.
Then you also know they've got guns. And you want them to be happy with this deal.
Fine. 1,000 it is.
Deal.
Glad we could do business.
Okay. Smugglers unload the crates onto your ship. Your new cargo secured. You retract the anchor and let out the sails. Alright, so if we look at our journal, we have the quest for Royal Deadfire Company, a matter of import. Okay, so we have to speak with Fleet Master Okoye at Sayuka. Okay. So we're already going there. We might as well just finish this one up too. Where is the other ship? Okay, it's swinging around. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it once it swings around. As your crew haul the smugglers' crates below deck, one of them shouts an alarm. A Keek finds you in your cabin. Captain, come quick. Someone just popped out of one of those crates we picked up. Before you can object, a Kiku leads you above deck. A plump, middle-aged woman stands beside the crates. Her clothing is rumpled with her hair matted, but her eyes twinkle with triumph.
Gelarde, 23 days! This is a new record.
She smells of stale urine, old sweat, and worse, but she beams at you all the same. Congratulations, I'm sure that's really great.
It is more than great. It is the successful test of my newest spell, Renove Miseris.
Renewal of air?
Ark, just so. Kith have explored every mountain in the eastern reach, yet the realm of fish and leviathans remains close to us. It has been my dream to open these steps to discovery, to let Kith breathe as the fishes do. Or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again.
Why go to Sayuka? Why leave the Vailian Republics?
Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little profit to be had in sticking your head in the glass bucket to watch the fish. But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them.
Let me get this straight. You've been perfecting a spell that recycles air, and you'll use it to help the Rawatayans make something big?
So you do understand. But I can say no more. The Rawatayans, they have sworn me to secrecy.
What exactly are you working on at Sayuka?
Sientere, but I had promised not to say.
That's all, I suppose.
Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run before we reach Sayuka. A pleasure talking, Captain.
Alright, let's head to Sayuka. Let's go to, let's go to the city.
Sayuka at last! I must go. Discovery awaits. Agrasima, Captain.
Okay, so we have to go talk to Fleet Master. I think this is where we get attacked. Let's just make sure. Alright, Fleet, there it is, down here bottom here.
Bring trouble, I hope.
Fleet Master Okoye stares with unwavering intensity at the small sea of papers strewn across her desk. She holds a pencil lightly in one hand and absently taps the tip of it against her lips. After a moment, a low hum escapes her throat. The sound ends with a harsh scoff, and she flicks her eyes to meet yours.
Artillery trajectory calculations. Terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm.
As she chews on the end of her pencil, her gaze grows distant, like she's watching something behind you.
Ah, but the numbers distract me. Where are my manners? You must be the watcher the Hazanui sent. You found me with a rare spare moment.
Hazanui Karu asked me to deliver some cargo to you.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
Your smuggler tried to extort me.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Though not entirely unexpected.
She unlocks a drawer in her desk, takes out a large coin purse. Silently, she slides it across the desk to you.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
Did the dockmaster mention anything else?
No, I don't see... Ah, there's a note here at the bottom. It's very small. What does it... Oh. Please accept my apologies for your... difficulties. I'll see that the cargo bathes immediately.
She pinches the bridge of her nose and exhales deeply.
The Hazanui's missive suggested you might be able to help us with an issue at port.
Go ahead.
You may have noticed the outsized coral in the harbor.
Shrug. Her eyes narrow, drumming her fingers along the desktop, and then continues.
There's something unnatural about the coral's growth. About everything on this island. And no matter how we trim it back, it only grows larger. My engineers deduced that the origin of this disturbance is somewhere off the coast of Sayuka, and I'd like you to investigate. Talk to Avera in the workshop if you care to learn more. I would be grateful for your help here, Watcher.
Okay. Farewell. Okay, so this is another quest line of sorts that we can work on with the Royal Deadfire Company. It does require, or does recommend, that we get Maya with us. So I'm not going to do this one just now. There's an attack you can take on once you go upstairs, but I don't want to deal with that just yet. So I'm going to actually go and do what we set to do. Go to Dunnage. Alright, we need to go, let's go to get the boat first. Okay, we're going to need to change our sails. If we go Principe, they'll be okay with attacking us. There we go. Alright, let's check out their boats. They have 3 cannons, a Royal Bronzer. Okay, we can, let's see. Understaffed. Deerwood Hawk, okay, we're good. We should have priority and we should be able to take them on fairly easy. Enter combat. We need to get, we're within range. We can get ahead a little bit more. Let's turn starboard. They're going to stop. We're going to speed up. Alright, we can fire. Nope, one miss. Okay. They're going to fire. Okay, we're still much bigger than they are. We'll jibe. They're gonna stop. We can't. Yeah, we have to go full speed ahead. And we can fire. Okay, so they have a crew member that's injured. They hit us pretty well. That's a pretty good hit. Okay. Full speed ahead. They're gonna jibe. We're going to hold position. And we'll be able to fire on them again. There we go, that's pretty good. You're gonna stop. We're actually gonna full speed ahead. And full speed ahead again. We should be able to fire now. 75, 75, 80. There we go. Not too bad. Let's see what they get. 998. That's actually pretty high. They're gonna jibe. We can hold. We can fire. There we go. Speed ahead. Alright. We can full speed ahead again. And then we can fire. It's pretty good. We're actually within kill range now. Someone's injured. Who's injured? Oh, our cook is injured. Okay, we'll switch him out after we fire again. And our hull is low too. That's fine. Hold. This should finish him off. Oh, two away. Okay. Okay, let's do a stop, and then we can finish him off here. There we go. We got him. Alright, get some levels gained, ranks gained. We are really good in morale. Let's take all. We do need to switch our crew members out. Alright. I'll make sure that our stuff is set. Yeah, we're good. They're going through the stuff pretty fast, but I think we're fine for now. But they're going through the lagger really quickly. Okay. Let's head to Dunnage. Dunnage is down here. There's something over here. What is this? Okay, it's not. That was like a hidden item of some sort. What is this boat here? Okay, another boat. Alright, here's Dunnage. Go to the main building. Alright, so we made it to Dunnage. Let's talk to the Captain Ferrante. We'll talk to this guy. Let's talk to him.
Much ado to you, Casita.
The captain flourishes a sweeping bow. When he bends forward, a golden silhouette slips from his collar to dangle to the end of its chain. He tucks it away as he straightens, but not before you notice the etching on the front side. It marks him as the third chair of the Consuelo Mezcasitas.
A word of advice. Guard your back in Dunnage. You have not yet carved a name for yourself or your crew. Yet you choose to swim in a sea of sharks. Should one take a bite, the Consuelo will not intervene. Elsewise, how might I be of assistance?
Let's show him Benwith's silhouette. I want the fourth seat in the Consuelo Mezcasitas.
The Consuelo will need to vote on it. But with your reputation, and if you vanquished Benwith, as appears to be the case, I do believe you are the most qualified to take his place, Huck. I will speak with Ferrante so that he may consider the matter further. You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today?
That's it for now. Farewell. Okay, we'll follow up with that later. Let's talk to Ferrante. If you're going to be a part of the pirates and join their faction, you definitely want to get the seat on the Consuelo.
Castor warned me you would come, but he did not indicate how much he'd have briefed you in advance.
The captain straightens the frilled cuffs on his sleeves, ready to get down to business. Castell thought you could use my help.
You can assure Castell that I would have handled it in due time. I've simply been tied up with other matters.
A frown tugs at the corners of his mouth, and he strokes a thumb thoughtfully along the curved grip of the flintlock.
However,
He then smiles, sharply and without any warmth.
if you were to handle this small matter for the both of us, I would see to your reward, personally.
A reward?
Of course, Aimika. You would be doing for me a grand favor. One which requires the exchange of coin. You're to go to Crookspur and speak with a Master Kua. He runs the island. Hand me your map, and I'll mark Crookspur's location. I trust that Castell has already pressed upon you the need for discretion regarding this matter. Answer that.
After scrawling a black X, he hands the map back and turns away without another word. Okay, so we have to sail to Crookspur. That was one quest of like minds. We do level up, which we'll take care of in a moment. Let's talk to him again.
Gellarde, such a solace it is to see you again.
I've obtained information on Riven from Ysir's tomb. Reps his hands together, expectant, and his dark eyes glimmer.
Well, share and share, as is the law of the coast.
I've actually spoken to Ysir. His brow hoists high above his forehead.
Meaning what by that last? You were able to read his soul, despite how much time has passed?
Ysir was mortally wounded, yet refused to wholly die. Instead, he was reborn as an undead to defend Berath's faith for all eternity.
God save us from fools who battle with blind trust.
But he shakes his head as if he's already accepted the truth of your words.
A death guard? How fascinating. And terrible. I must of course presume that you've unearthed a promising lead for us. Perhaps you were able to learn about Rivan's whereabouts, of where her spectral ship oft anchors?
Ysir tracked Rivan after she became a death guard. They fought near the Isle of Dusk. Captain strokes his chin, his gaze contemplative.
I can summon to mind no island with such name. Likely it hides now behind another. I will charge my best chroniclers to track our isle through the centuries. I believe you're becoming an invaluable asset to the Principe, and I deeply value each of my assets. You must accept this token of my immense appreciation.
We get the upright captain's belt, immune to push and pull effects, and also +1 constitution. Also grants hold fast, which is a concentration on start of combat. Okay. And we get some more experience.
Keep an ear to the sea, Aimika. I will contact you when I have made a significant gain into the investigation of our mysterious floating hangman.
Alright. We have to wait for him to contact us. We can talk to him about the sword.
Ado, and how is the sea treating you, Watcher?
This sword was Rivan's. She was charged with protecting it.
Yet by some means you have acquired it. How remarkable. Ah, I know these symbols.
As Ferrante examines the sword, he sucks in a sharp breath.
This is the Burning Palace, see? The symbol represents the Dokotsi family, which means you are in possession of the royal sword of Gran Vaelia, the Engoliero do Esbirs, ac?
His face flushes with excitement and endeavors to unsheath the sword, arms trembling from the effort. At last, a stab of dismay cuts across his face.
Merla, but it appears to be sealed tight. Perhaps we might use this to bargain with Rivan, should we ever chance a meeting with her.
Almost reluctantly, he hands it back to you.
Come, let us share a fine conversation.
Okay, that's gonna be it for now. We'll talk to him a little bit more later.
Ak had good tides.
I'm gonna level these guys up, actually. And then we can move on from here. Alright, we did level up Edar, and we also leveled up our healer. They are actually looking pretty good as far as stats go. So we will move on. the next thing we can do here is there's a couple of quests that we can take on. So let's just go to... Let's head upstairs for a moment. Alright, I want to grab something up here. You can sneak and stealth along if you need to get something.
Something I could sure.
Let's get Edar up here and hide him.
Let's take a look.
We get some stuff here. I did level up Edar's stealth to 5, so he should be pretty good now.
What do you need?
Wait for these guys to go. There we go.
Don't think I can.
Alright, yeah, so he's pretty good stealth now.
Something I can do.
Back down, and let's head out to the next place here in Dunnage. Okay, we can go to the King's Coffin or the Radiant Courts. I'm gonna go to the Radiant Court first. There's a couple of quests we can pick up here. Alright, we'll grab this stuff up here.
As you like.
There is several different places we can get some drinks. Actually have a quest to talk to her, but we don't have that one yet.
I've got coin and a few scores to settle.
Alright, she has bounties, so let's talk to her and get the bounties.
You carry yourself like a person well acquainted with violence. Care to put your skills to use for a good cause?
She dances a coin across her knuckles, mirth a bright glint in her eyes. Tell me about the cause you mentioned.
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Disawara flicks the coin she's holding and snatches it from in the air with a grin. Up close, it's clearly a swollen.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henqua's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me.
Even in the low light, you can see the vein throbbing in her temple. Her voice drops to a low growl.
So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
I'll hunt down those pirates. Who am I looking for?
The firebrand had a mascot. A useless little bastard who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes.
She rubs the bridge of her nose and sighs.
Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few Zarups and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
Who's next on your list?
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henqua's former first mate and a rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll.
She winks all smiles. Got it.
You'll be going after Katren, the firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it, she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate. Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day.
Who's the last target?
I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both. I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henqua. Torkar was last seen at Lifte's refuge here in Dunnage. Dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen.
Cocks one dark eyebrow in question. Okay. Sounds like you've got a grudge against the Firebrand's crew.
It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery, and it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power.
She tries for a nonchalant shrug, but it comes off looking like she's got a sore shoulder instead. As she speaks, Desiree moves a small swillinet from her pocket and polishes the surface with the corner of her shirt. Her features soften like she's visiting an old memory. When she stuffs the coin back in her pocket with barely an audible sigh. What's bothering you?
There's no need to make my concerns your own, my friend. It's family business, that's all. But I suppose you have a right to know.
She pauses and slips the swillinet from her pocket again. It gleams golden in the low light.
My idiot kid sister was on the Firebrand, seduced to a dishonest life by the promise of adventure. When the pirate hunters killed the crew and sank the ship, they also killed my sister. But those irredeemable lowlifes I sent you after got away without a scrape. I want them to pay. I don't much care how, so long as they take their turn on the wheel.
Farewell.
Happy hunting.
She nods and gives you a showy wink. Okay, so we have the quest to take on the crew. We have all those down here. Admiral Imp. Lady Espero. That's a different quest. Catherine. And Torkur. Of course we have Biana, which we need to take care of later. Alright, so we can take on those quests in the future. But for now we're going to have to end this episode. In the next episode we will probably stick around Dunnage and do some more quests in Dunnage, and then move on to the next set of quests in Crooksburg. But for now that's going to be it. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.